Hello, I'm Joe Prince-Wright, and I'll be previewing the Premier League game between Manchester City and Chelsea at the Etihad Stadium. No doubt about it, this is the big game of the weekend in the Premier League. It should be an absolute beauty for purists out there, and both teams are desperate for the points and playing catch-up in their respective battles at the top of the Premier League table. For Man City, they're going to keep pushing Liverpool all the way for this Premier League title. Had a big win against Arsenal. And motivation against the so-called bigger teams in the Premier League has been spot on all season. But against some of the teams outside the top six, they really have struggled to get going in recent weeks with those defeats to the likes of Newcastle, Crystal Palace and Leicester City looming large. Their main man right now is Sergio Aguero, had that hat-trick against Arsenal, and some would say he's underrated, but he is creeping his way up the standings in terms of the Premier League goal-scoring charts, and once again, Aguero, if he stays fit, he will be key to Man City's title push. For Chelsea, their motivation has been questioned by manager Maurizio Sarri throughout this season, but last time out they hammered Huddersfield Town, and Gonzalo Higuain scored his first 2 goals in the Premier League, including the wonderful second goal, which proved that he's settling into life in England very well indeed. But more important than the goals that Higuain has been scoring is how he links up with Eden Hazard, and that has been working very well indeed. That will be key in deciding Chelsea's top 4 fate this season. And in terms of Hazard's future, a lot of talk about that, and it'll be intriguing to see if he can focus for the remainder of the Premier League season. There's been some classic encounters between these two teams in recent campaigns, and with Sarri and Pep Guardiola, both purists who have a ton of respect for each other. They will never waver from their principles and their playing philosophy. They're both very stubborn indeed. We should see a wonderful game play out, just like we did earlier on the season at Stamford Bridge. I'm really intrigued to see how Man City line up defensively in this game, with potentially Fernandinho playing at centre-back once again like he did against Arsenal. But it wouldn't surprise me if the Brazilian destroyer is asked to do a job on Hazard in front of City's back 4, and Fernandinho against Eden Hazard will be the key battle in this game. And if that is so, maybe Hazard will go out to the wing, and that could see Fernandinho slot into a fullback position. It'd be intriguing to see the flexibility tactically in this battle between Guardiola and Sarri. My prediction for this game, I think City will edge an open, entertaining encounter and get some revenge for that defeat at Chelsea earlier on this season. A 3-2 win to City.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch highlights all season long, and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings on NBCSN.